Great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Oh my goodness, yes, it's that way. You know why? Because I think it's so. It's so amazing when I go through things and sometimes the things don't go according to plan, but what's beautiful is I get to give meaning to whatever that is. So for instance, technical difficulty, I get to decide what it means. The whole point being is that when you choose to control how you think, what gets released is everything that's on your shoulders, of which came from maybe the stuff on the outside. The whole point being there again, though, is learn how to control how you're thinking, because with that, you'll control your life. So, anyways, it's so awesome that you're here. I'm so happy that you've been diving into this and been using what we've been sharing with you. And what we've been diving into is the Master Key System by Charles Haanel. And hasn't this been amazing using this? Well, with that being said, make sure that you do have a copy of this. And if you don't have a copy of it, then just click on the link that we provide you where you can get a copy of it from Amazon. Now, here, also make sure that you have your goal card with you and that you use this knowledge, this information, so that you can materialize this. Remember, manifestation is nothing more than thought externalization. Here, we've been diving into the right way of thinking so that you can externalize the outcomes that you seek. So make sure you have this. And then if you don't have a goal card, then just click on the link that we provide to you, and then you can order some of these, or you can use an index card. The point is from there is make sure that you have something that you can make important. All right. So let's dive into this and let's use this information. All right. So we've talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it again. And where we are is on page 167. And it's the importance of understanding that thought is a spiritual activity and spirit is creative. Okay, thought is a spiritual activity and spirit is creative. Therefore, the result of holding this thought in mind must necessarily bring about conditions in harmony with the thought. Now remember, like attracts like in the mind, the same way that it is for everything else. What you think about, what you hold on the screen of your mind, which is an image, is what will bring to you thoughts that are in harmony with that. Now, I want to go a little deeper here regarding this to help you to see something that you're not seeing. Yes, it's true that the ideas will come to you, but what's really happening when you dive deeper into it is you're tuning in to a frequency which is enabling you to see something that's already there. Now, again, really grab onto that for you. It's already there. The solutions you seek are already there. This, whatever this is for you, it's already there. All the plots, plans, dramas, and situations that are needed to materialize this, they are already there. I love how Neville Goddard talks about this in Awakened Imagination. He says, when you enter into a state which is one of many that are in front of you, and with those states, all the plots, plans, dramas, and situations are sitting there waiting to be activated. But when you enter into that state, it becomes your home. It becomes the lens from which you view the world. It's your workshop. And when you fuse with it and think from it, don't think of it, think from it, one of the things that he states is to be observant. And if you are observant, you will begin to see outer reality take shape upon the model of your imagination. See, the whole point being is that, again, all of those plots, plans, dramas, and situations for the outcome you seek, they're already there. And if you want to see them, it's going to come from you becoming one with the ideal. See, this is something that we have gone into, both Dolly and I, when we tapped into studying from Bob and more importantly, using what Bob shared. And this is what we're wanting to convey to you through everything that we've been using here. So, again, thought is a spiritual activity. The kingdom of heaven is the kingdom of thought. And within that kingdom of heaven, you can think whatever you want, anything. You can imagine whatever you want. And remember, imagination is the starting point of all creation. Spirit is creative, thought is a spiritual activity. Now, here, there's another important thing to emphasize as well, and that is the word holding. See, this is the engagement of the will. A strong, powerful will is necessary in order for you to materialize your outcome. If your mind is wandering all over the place, I got news for you. You're going to be what's called a drifter. You're going to be subject to whatever is thrown at you. And that's not a good way to live. That's how, unfortunately, most of the masses live. But don't let that be you. So, therefore, again, the result of holding this thought in mind, holding the idea, being loyal to the unseen reality, if you will hold this thought in your mind, it must necessarily bring about conditions in harmony with the thought. You want to be rich? Hold the idea of wealth in your mind. You want to feel happy? Hold the ideas of happiness in your mind. You'll notice that it's all a choice, and the choice is always yours. Now, if you require wealth, a realization of the fact that the I in you is one with the universal mind, which is all substance and is omnipotent, will assist you, will assist me, will assist all of us in bringing into operation the law of attraction, which will bring you into vibration with those forces which make for success, and bring about conditions of power and affluence in direct proportion with the character and purpose of your affirmation. Remember, your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. If you want your outer world to change, outer world meaning the effects of your life, the results, you must change inside first. Why? Because what's happening on the inside is the cause of the outside. How much you earn, what you do for work, your lifestyle, how you dress, the car you drive. It's like what Robert Collier shares. You must build it in your own mind first. The secret of all power, all success, all riches is in first thinking powerful thoughts, successful thoughts, thoughts of wealth and supply. Again, we must build them in our own mind first. You've got to build it in your own mind. Now, visualization is the mechanism of the attachment which you require. Visualization is a very different process from seeing. Seeing is physical and therefore is related to the objective world, the world without. This is an important distinguishing thing that you've got to see. Because a lot of times when we think of visualization, I mean, think of the word vision, you think of your eyes. With that being said, in terms of your eyes, you don't see with your eyes, you see through them. But when it comes down to this, visualization he's speaking about is what are you seeing for yourself? And there's another important point that's tied to that as well, because if you don't have a vision, something to visualize for yourself, you'll perish, disintegrate. So visualization is a very different process from seeing. Seeing is physical and is therefore related to the objective world, the world without. But visualization is a product of the imagination. It's so interesting and beautiful how he separates imagination and visualization. How he states that visualization is the product of imagination. In other words, it's a product of one of your higher mental faculties. And is therefore a product of the subjective mind, the world within. Think about that. It's subjective to it. You have your subjective mind and then, or subjective thinking, then you have objective thinking. There's a difference between the two.